about the old days, and the old town's sad decline, and we drink to the boys out on the road. I love that old song.
Welcome to the off season. This is the Tonto's Demise podcast. I'm Detonator's Tonto Bowl 6 champ, sitting here with
Matthew Detling, Tonto Bowl 1-3, and your former champion. Was it 17 or 16?
17, I think.
17?
No, this was 17, so 16.
And 16, and we are here to wrap up the season, get you guys excited, and pump it up for next year.
Yep, we're gonna do it, and we're gonna have to.
We're here to
pump
you up.
Well, we were off there a little bit.
It's off season,
It
so
is the off season. Little rusty. But we gotta pick up where we left off, and that is the Tonto Bowl 17. And first of all, we have to, unfortunately for your sake, because you're making room for him at your table, we have to pay respect to our third three-time champion.
Yep.
Craig's obviously earned
Right,
3, so let's
right.
give him a round of applause. Congratulations, Gags.
welcome to the show, Gags.
You earned it. So let's break it down. Let's take a quick look at the recap. We don't normally do this. This is usually Craig's job, but he pretty much hangs it up here at the end of the season, because when he does his recaps at the end of the season, he just tells you what you could have done better.
Right, but
Right.
didn't he do the playoffs the first 2 weeks or something?
He did, which is more than he usually does.
Yes, and they were fantastic.
They were,
I was actually hoping
yeah.
for a championship
Yeah.
one from him.
Yeah. What is it? TMTD, whatever, 69.
Something like that.
Yeah. But anyways, Gags, the final score was 212.95 to the Shawshank Athletics 173.55. And it wasn't that close. I mean, the score is only about 40 points off, but I remember thinking, I think it was like the 4 o'clock games that Josh had an outside chance, and then it kind of just dissipated.
Spiraled out of control.
And then it was like Gags just ran away with it. What are your thoughts overall?
My thoughts are, when it comes to Gags, he is who we thought he is. With his juggernaut of a team that we all traded him.
It is what it is.
Yes, and his whole team, not one of them was a weakness. Matt Gay was 10 points, but he's a kicker.
It's because he traded away his kicker to Ed Lager.
For Devontae Adams.
What's his name? No, what's Ed's name?
Julio? I don't know, what is it?
What's your name for Ed? You made up a different name?
I can't remember. I left the country and I can't remember.
We'll come back with it. We'll figure it out by next season.
Yes.
So anyways, you traded it to Ed, and you got Gay in return. You got Gay.
You got Gay. Real gay there, Gags. Gay for Gags.
But I mean, he does have a few weak points on his team for this finale. I mean, Washington. I mean, is that
DeAndre?
Yeah, DeAndre Washington. I mean, that's kind of a weak point to put into a Tonto Bowl matchup. I know that,
when your strength is Julio Jones, Keenan Allen, Devontae Adams, and A.J. Brown, you can have a weakness of DeAndre Washington that still gets you 18 points.
I know Bigler, if he's listening, would be screaming right now because, no, it's Josh Jacobs, It's
Right. Oh, yeah, well, that's
clearly benefiting from that.
Yes.
So it's not that big of a drop-off. But yeah, we're sitting here looking at this team and, we
disgust put into this. Tyler Higbee was the pickup of the year for you Gags, besides trades.
Right.
And I know you got to him before I did, because I was like, oh, that would be nice to have, even though I already had 2 tight ends, but still thought, why not? But you were fast. What can I do? Or maybe that was the other league. I can't remember.
And we allowed him to, assemble the greatest wide receivers this year by far. Adams, Allen, Jones. I mean, he still even had A.J. Brown, which he's all right, and on his bench.
And he had Jarvis Landry.
Yeah, on his bench.
And Debo.
Yeah, so his receivers were stacked, completely stacked. And I got to say, like, he started out the season pretty strong, Gags did, and then he kind of, like...
Started crapping out?
He crapped out a little bit, but he was like the sleeping giant.
Well, then he started focusing on people that he knew would trade him. And,
yeah.
Like Ed Lager, collusion.
And at the very end of the season, when everybody was more focused on Disco getting back into the playoffs, and that was a historic, run to get back into it.
It was.
Almost like the 0-4 Blues.
Yep,
And I was sitting on top of the mountain, hadn't played a meaningful game in 5 weeks. We forgot about Gags. And he came storming back. And,
Right.
he assembled a championship team that was built for the playoffs.
What were you doing on that mountain for 5 weeks, Brian?
I was making trades. I was doing stuff to make my team better, but clearly not good enough.
You saw the trophy in the distance, and you thought it was yours.
I did.
You were the hare. You were ahead, and Gags was the tortoise. You were sleeping on the trees, and Gag was plodding along.
I was.
And, you're skinny and svelte like a hare, and he's kind of
Fair.
could be considered a tortoise.
Maybe a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Maybe. Well, you put the shell on him.
Yeah.
He's probably slow like a tortoise as well. He's usually smoking pot, so he's probably moving very slowly.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
yeah, so he sped by you in the
He did. Him and Julio.
Him and Julio in week 15.
Yep. Let's not relive that.
Yeah. Then Josh was there waiting to get crushed as well because it was a miracle that he was even in the playoffs.
Let's talk about that's not true.
Yes, it is. It is true.
How is it a miracle he's in the playoffs?
Do we need to go back?
No, I guess we don't.
If they don't call that
Oh yeah.
DK Metcalf
Yeah, you're right.
a catch or whatever it was, I win the game.
Okay.
Because it was a fumble. He made a football move, and
You're
I
right.
should have been in the playoffs.
You're right.
So, but no.
But no, you had to go and trade Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know. It's deep regret of mine. Never again. Probably never have him again either. Could have kept him. I got Austin Hooper, though. Hey. Oh, hey, oh.
Hang with Austin Hoop.
Gosh, what was I thinking? Damn it.
He was on top of the world at the time.
He was not on top of the world. He was
Austin
coming
Hooper
back
was
from an
the number
injury.
one. Yeah, you're right.
He's a 10th round pick, and I was thinking I was going to make the playoffs, but I would have with Kelce. Let's not read.
All right. Sorry, you brought it up.
You said Kelce. I didn't do it.
You brought up Josh and DK Metcalf.
Well, Nick Chubb performed like a chump. Chubb the chump. Chump the Chubb.
He did.
And 45 rushing yards.
Amari Cooper is who we thought he was.
Yes.
With 6.4.
Even Elliott performed like a chump.
He did.
15 points, that's nothing.
But Josh did make the right call with tight end. He finally put Andrews in, and he got him 27. He made the right call there.
Yep, that's true.
But his quarterback position let him down once again. I mean, all season he couldn't pick the right quarterback, and this week he did pick the right quarterback, but it was still under 30 points.
That's true.
Russell Wilson let him down. Josh is going to hate hearing this podcast.
Because it's like an anti-Josh sort of thing. Like, Josh, you suck. You make all the wrong moves.
No, just like he has to relive it, that's all. He's going to hate reliving this.
Yeah.
I would too.
Josh got beat by Phillip Rivers. 38-year-old quarterback doesn't even play for the Chargers anymore.
That's true. Drafted him, the 17th round?
Yeah, what is Gags going to do? He doesn't have the Phillip Rivers thing anymore to fall back on once he's done multiple times.
Is Rivers going to still be in the league?
Not well, to be determined.
Yeah, like he obviously has to get picked up by somebody.
Right, or he could be in the XFL. Sorry.
I think he'll probably get picked up by
Cardale Jones and Landry Jones.
Landry Jones.
All Joneses.
All the Jones.
Got the Joneses for the XFL.
Keeping up with the Joneses.
But
yeah, I think Rivers will be coming back this year somehow. Maybe him and AB will hook up on a team.
I hope not.
Me too.
Maybe he does not come back.
All right. Anything else you want to say before we put a little bow on this 17th season?
Yeah. Congratulations, Gags. You're the champ. Way to be. I asked you what you want me to do with the trophy, and you said I could either give it to Craig to take it to Jim's, but I told you that Jim doesn't want it because Craig put it in Jim's house, and it was bad luck for him. So I have to keep the trophy apparently until the draft.
Well, I don't like that.
I don't like it either, but I told Gags that I would be putting a black cloth over it for shame.
Yeah.
It's in my trophy cabinet, right dead center.
Do you have a cloth over it yet?
Not yet, but it's going to be.
You should. That's bad karma.
It is. I can't look at it and know that I'm not the champ anymore.
Yeah.
Although I try to look at it,
you.
it is. I'm trying to do it as motivation.
Yeah.
Like, get back on the horse, Detling. You had a wedding to plan. Excuses. No excuses this time. So that's what my motivation is. Don't let Gags get ahead of you. So.
Yep. He's going to move up to that 4 spot.
Better not. I'll be yelling at the whole league not to trade him. How do you, like, my whole, I gave you the plan on how not to let Craig win the championship, the 3-4 step process. I'm going to create one for Gags as well.
And we followed it the year before. The year before, nobody traded with Gags. And he didn't do very well. But we forgot, we have short-term memory. And we forgot not to mess with Gags. And, he trade raped the league.
He did.
Won the whole thing.
And yet Gags is the one to show the short-term memory loss.
You would think, yeah.
You would think. Him, Ed, and Brandon.
Yeah.
But, oh well, moving on.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Congrats to Gags. I hate the fact that we have to drive out there, but I know it's going to be a good time. So
it will be a good time.
So I'm looking forward to season 18.
Season 18. Wow.
Wow. Our league can vote.
Our league can vote. That's right.
And buy porn.
Buy porn. Who buys porn?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Saying,
buy cigarettes. Or is that? I think it'll be 21 now, actually.
Do you really?
Sooner or later.
Yeah.
Imagine when our league's gonna need an ID so they can buy beer. It can buy beer. First drink, a Tonto's Demise.
Oh, of course.
Bartender. What do you have to drink? Myself. Excuse me? I'd like to drink a Tonto's Demise, sir.
Yeah, that would be weird.
It would be, but it would be understandable with Penn State.
Absolutely.
So, all right.
Which some year we'll have to go there.
If Jay wins.
Yeah. Or Crick. He might have it there.
No, I think he's going to have it in Sinking Springs, PA.
Okay.
Because that's his address, I think. And that's why I always laugh, because like, we live on Sinking Springs. Why would you ever live in Sinking Springs? It's weird.
Doesn't sound very reassuring.
No, it does not.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Unfinished
business. Off-season mode.
Nailed it.
All right, Detling. Anything happening in your world these past couple months since we haven't really podcasted? Anything new?
Past couple months?
Is Brogan pregnant?
No. Not pregnant?
Even if she was, you wouldn't tell us?
No.
So she is?
No. Well, I got married, Brian. I don't know. Were you there?
I was there. Saw it firsthand.
Okay.
Firsthand.
Married, went on honeymoon in Ireland, and then came back and started doing normal life things again, which sucked.
Yeah.
Because now I have to spend money for bills and had to go back to work. That was terrible. After 10 days off, not doing anything, enjoying myself, eating, drinking.
Eating, drink, a lot of drinking.
Traveling, just hanging out, man. Just it was awesome. Did not want to come back.
You're boozing at Guinness, Jameson.
Oh, lots of Guinness, lots of Jameson. Some Tullamore whiskey as well.
Nice.
And there was another distillery. I forget what it was, but everything there was fantastic as far as their food, minus the Guinness pie and a salmon tartare, which. Quick story, guys. Brian told me to keep it underneath 10 minutes. We ate all around Ireland. Went to so Brogan made me go to this fancy house place restaurant, and we're in there, and it's like, one of those places famous or not famous, older paintings on the wall. It was a Georgian house.
Okay.
And it was the one side was like a regular restaurant, and the other side was like a fancy place that was just like an older house sort of feel. So we're there, and Brogan we have a little table for two by the window. And in the center of this place, the house, was this big circle table, and there was people over there, older people talking and getting along. And Bergen went to the bathroom and left me there. And I heard I started listening to the older folks, and one guy's like, I have just started I'd love to talk about the different works of Machiavelli. And I was like, you prestigious prick. I was like, who the hell do you think you are? And then I kept hearing him talking. I was like, I don't like this place at all right now. And then there's too fancy. Or they're just too much of a prick, prestigious.
Yeah.
So Brogan comes back and we're looking and I'm trying to be cool and play it like, oh yeah, what a great place. And I'm looking at okay. Then we order our food and we get this bread that's like $5 for these different types of breads. And the chef sends out this complimentary salmon tartare. And I'm looking at it, I go, what? And the girl leaves us, Brogan, what is that? She says, I don't know. It's complimentary. And she's like, oh, it's salmon tartare. I was like, oh, salmon tartare. Of course. On Guinness bread. So I take a bite of it and I'm chewing and I'm trying to keep a straight face and not like vomit in my mouth. This is the worst thing I ever tasted in my life, guys.
It sounds kind of
the way I describe it, it was like I ate out a 90-year-old man's ass.
Wow.
That's how bad it tasted. And I said, as Brogan kept talking, I kept trying to keep a straight face. Oh yeah, it's good. And in my mind, I'm like, this is fucking terrible. I better get laid. I'm not gonna get laid with this breath. Jesus, salmon tartare. Are you kidding me? And like, I was like, this is the worst food ever. I told her, I said, I didn't care about the other people at the other table. She leans in, I go, this fucking sucks. Tastes like shit.
Complimentary.
Yeah, and she's like, it's complimentary. I was like, it's probably because the salmon was going bad.
Yeah, they need to get rid of it.
Yeah, but so that was...
Did she like it?
She said it was all right.
Yeah.
She said, it's not that bad. I was like, it's like a 90-year-old man's ass. So, but ate the rest of like gnocchis and like assorted root vegetables and stuff like that, which were good. The rest of the meal was pretty good. And the weird part was it was cheaper than like going to like a Hard Rock Cafe over there or other place. It was like around €70.
Okay.
But Hard Rock Cafe after a drink or two was probably about 70 to 75 euro. I swear to you, man. We were at the other place, the Thunderbird Cafe. We didn't want to go to the Hard Rock Cafe because it was too American. So we went to the Thunderbird Cafe. And we walked in, it was Harley Davidson's,
That's funny.
Indian stuff. And after two burgers, fries, drinks, it was over 65 euro.
Nuts.
So yeah, that's what I couldn't believe. So, and for some reason over in Ireland, they love buffalo chicken wings and burgers. There's literally a place with like neon in the windows, is straight up burgers. Literally, I'm not lying. I kept going to Brogan. I was like, we really got to go to straight up burgers, man.
That's so funny.
She's like, I'm not going to have a burger over here in Ireland. Straight up burgers.
Probably pretty good.
That's right. It was Irish beef.
Oh, nice.
So it wasn't like, American.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, so.
But I take it you didn't go.
No.
Yeah.
Next
time.
Right. Next time.
Straight up burgers.
Straight up burgers. I'm going to Ireland for the straight up burgers. But no, it was a great time. Enjoyed myself. And I also got married. So that was a lot of fun too.
I have to say the wedding was amazing. I'm not just saying that. But the fact that Uncle Ed had like 6 or 7 different types of moonshine.
Room 325.
Room 325, which was also incredible. He went... Uncle Ed, what is he, in his 60s? He's got to be.
70s.
70s?
He's retired, yeah.
That's nuts. When we got off the party bus, he's like, room 325. He's like, we'll be up all night. And he's like, I'm not kidding. We will be up all night. And he's like, we won't sleep. And sure enough, showed up at room 325 after the reception around 2:30 in the morning. He had these giant, like,
coolers,
giant coolers with the subs in them, passing out cold cuts. He had other kinds of moonshine. I mean, he was definitely one of the highlights of the wedding.
He was, and he had the party bus loaded up with moonshine as well.
Yeah, exactly. With like 6 or 7 different like Gatorade bottles full of moonshine.
Yep. He's the real deal.
Yeah. But I mean, one of the highlights related to the league was the football sculpture, our trophy sculpture,
the ice luge,
which was also an ice luge. I was blown away. I hadn't even seen it. Brogan, she texted me. She's like, "What is Matt's team name?" And so I gave her like the last 2 names. I said Yinzer Jags, but Space Antelope for the last couple years. And she's like, "That's all I needed." I was like, "What is going on?"
Right.
And so then we got to the reception. I'm sitting up there, at the table. Still hadn't even seen it. I just peeked over. I was like, "What is that?" And then I saw it from the distance, and I was like,
really?
"That is absolutely amazing. I have to go see that." Like, I was blown away.
You were blown away. Dude, I was like, we go into the room to check out everything. They show us everything before the guests go in.
Yeah.
Well, you made your own. you had your stuff at the over in Du Bois. You made your own basically. so the genie girl was there, and she was showing us all these people were like standing there watching us, and they're like, oh, I was like, oh, cool. There's the table where we're all gonna sit at, and here's all these chairs look very nice, and and here's the cookie table. And I'm doing like my turn, my 360, and like cookies. Oh, okay. Oh, that's an ice luge. Well, that's pretty cool. And like, I start to turn around. I'm like, wait a minute, and I look and it says, I was like, that's the fucking trophy. And I run up to it, like what? Like you probably couldn't even imagine, but it was just like I ran straight to it, like I couldn't believe it. And then I saw it's like Space Antelope on the side in the frame. Yeah. I didn't even know that was like the drink name. I was like, oh my, and like I was like starting to tear up. Oh, like I was like, control yourself,
it was beautiful.
Like all these people around you, they don't know you. I'm like, if she was trying to get me to cry, probably, and I was about to do it, but then we got out. And I was like, I love it. It's the best gift I could ever ask for. I was like, I didn't even know I wanted that as a gift.
I hope she uses that in future fights. I got you an ice luge of your fantasy football trophy, you son of a bitch.
Very good leverage on me. But I walked out because all you guys went to that one room, and I didn't even know. Oh, yeah, all the groomsmen. Yeah, so you guys were all in there chilling. And so she left too. And I guess like I was kind of dumbfounded, so I started walking. And John Cotullo came around the corner, and I hadn't seen him in over like a year and a half. Yeah. And like I started bawling, like right into his shoulder. I was like, awesome. Get over here! I was like, I can't believe you're here. I missed you.
That's awesome.
And then Joe Cotullo comes around the corner. I'm still crying. I was like, oh, you damn Cotullas! Giving him a hug. He's like, why are you crying? I was like, I don't know. I'm trying to hold it in over there in the room, and it's just coming out right now. And then I was like, well, I got to the secret room with like 4 minutes to spare or something. I don't know how long you guys were sitting in there.
We were in there for a good 20 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was just like, oh, this is where everybody's at. So, but yeah, no, that was awesome. I can't even. That's probably the best gift anybody's ever given me and the league. Yeah, because she said she did it for me, but she said she also did it for like the guys in the league because she knows how much it means to me and us and together that we've been together for like 18 years. Yeah, and that we drive and stuff. So she said that she appreciates that and she likes that. She understands because she says, I don't know how you have so many damn friends. And I was like, I just get them in my travels.
That's right. But congratulations on the marriage and all that.
Thank you.
Try not to lose that ring. Okay? Keep it on your finger.
I know. And congratulations on being my best man.
Of course. You
did a great job. Fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
All the things I could ask for and more. A great beard. Man. Upkeeper.
I had to keep you looking sharp, man.
I did, yeah. You did.
You actually looked really good. That sounds really gay, but you did look good.
I look great in that suit, man. That tux, Vera Wang, man. Yeah. Doesn't take much when you're in a Vera Wang suit.
Right.
Tuxedo. And Justin also with his fanny pack.
Oh my goodness.
Of everything.
He purchased over $100 worth of just like random stuff from lube to condoms to like you name it, it was in there. He was a walking pharmacy.
I wanted to go all.
He had a vape pen. He had everything you could possibly want inside his fanny pack.
That's what I told him. I said I didn't get to hit the pen, man. Yeah. And he's like, nobody did. Because I was the only one hitting it. He said the weird part was Vince always had he could always have 5 or 6 people around him smoking with him at the same time. Yep. So I couldn't get anybody. Yep. But we did smoke a cigarette. We went out to the out in the front of the hotel and smoked the Blue Spirits.
Oh, nice.
Me, him, and Brandon and another kid Dan came with us. It just that was our honorary thing to do.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that's what I wanted to do. I would have hit the pen too. I should have hit the pen. Really, I do. Yeah, regrets. I've had a few. That's like the only regret of the whole wedding was not hitting the pen. Well, but at the same time, if I would have hit the pen, it probably would have been even worse as far as me. Because I don't remember much about the wedding because it was a blur.
That's true.
You guys got the dance. I was mingling.
And that's mainly because you're hitting that White Claw early.
No law when there's the claw, man.
Right. Right. And I'm not kidding.
Yeah. I walked out like there's the scene in 40-Year-Old Virgin where Paul Rudd gives the dating thing, and as after he sees his ex-girlfriend, he's leaving. He has a glass of Jack and a cigarette, and he takes a puff of the cigarette, and then he just finishes the Jack and just throws it. That was me before we got in the Uber. I crushed a White Claw and threw it.
And jumped in the Uber
and said, "Let's do this."
Yep.
And you guys were all like, "That was a White Claw, man."
That was awesome.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, and just to wrap it up, thanks for everybody that came. Sorry for the people that weren't invited. I wish I could have had all of you there. I had to make cuts. I was on broken. Yeah. I had too many people as it was. but I wish I could have had. Bigler was unable to make it, unfortunately.
Maybe your next wedding.
Maybe my next wedding. But I wish I could have done something. Like, I was like, because of Josh, I was like, man, is it like inappropriate to kid? Like Bigler basically, he's like, I'm not gonna make it to the reception. I was like, can I just call Josh and tell him, to bring his wife and pretend that they're Bigler?
You got 2 hours. Get over here.
Get over here. You have a spot if you want it. Just because I just don't want them to waste the food.
Oh, that'd be great. He just like shows up in like a Penn State hoodie.
Right? Yeah, I'd be like, you gotta be kidding me, man. That's not what I meant. That's what I like
For a great meal.
Yeah, for a great meal, and I'd be like, I have to applaud him. I'd say that's the total Detlick thing to do.
That's right.
Cheers to you, my friend.
That's right.
But no, it was great. Thanks everybody. I appreciate it. Also, thanks for the card from Pete Fagan.
Yeah.
And the card from Chabanippo. The Walmart gift card was fantastic. Pete Fagan didn't get me anything because he's a cheap Republican, and he called me a libertard.
That's so funny.
But I still appreciate the card as well, and it was a great gift. It made me laugh. Brogan didn't understand it, but it made me laugh.
Yeah, who cares? All I have to say is now you can't use the distraction of the wedding as an excuse. You've got nothing. Unless, you have a kid by next season. We don't know. You won't tell.
We're not pregnant. I know you want it. You want to predict it. You want to keep me distracted.
Justin and I have predictions. Don't worry. Right. We have side bets.
I'm focused on the league. I want to get back into the playoffs. I want the trophy back to me where I actually get to look at it and say that's mine. Because I feel like Gollum, it's my precious. And I feel and I'm Schmeagol. And sometimes I get a little crazy looking at it if Brogan looks at it wrong and tries to touch it. I say, touch something else. And I get that other crazy look in my eye.
And then she's like, ew.
Yeah, pretty much. He's like, we're married. It doesn't happen anymore.
Side note, Brogan is going for like best wife ever. She also gifted Detling a lazy boy as his wedding gift. So, I mean, geez, it's a great start. Great start to the marriage. It can only go downhill.
Probably. And if I do win in the league, the draft is at my house, which is where it would be if I won. None of you are allowed on the lazy boy.
It's just off limits.
It's off limits. Even if I've already Scots guarded it 7 times. My Lady Loft man cave will be padlocked.
Oh, I love it. It just like flows right off the tongue.
Yeah. Yes.
Lady Loft man cave.
And here we are at the 2020 Demises. And all
Woo! Woo!
Looking good, guys.
Wow.
Look at that.
Look at that, Gags. You knew he was going to wear it, and he wears it so well. He's wearing the tank top. It is what it is.
He's got a tuxedo jacket over the tank top. Look at you, Craig. You took the tip I gave you about the Vera Wang tuxedo. You went out and bought one. I like it. You all look good.
And he's got the AB jersey underneath it.
He does.
Looking great.
He does.
Here comes Tree Sice. This is giving a little bit away, but he's wearing, looks like a powdered blue jersey.
Look at Bigler strutting his stuff down the red carpet with his big old glasses, trying to look like Spike Lee. He's got his hair. You got that scarf and the big Eskimo hat that he wore.
Yeah, he's got the robe.
Hopefully he's not on any Adderall. The girls might not like it.
Look at those. Look at those sexy legs.
Oh, it's so sexy the way he moves those.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing the disco move. I love it. Bigler, you're a stud.
Jimmy Huber's here. He came out just for the awards show.
Oh, wow. Huber. He must be here to support his brother, Jay.
Yeah. There's Jay.
There he is.
Rocking his plaid shirt. And he's got the Vans going.
He's talking about his Hallmark movies, probably. Telling him how it's just wonderful. And who else? We seen anybody else?
Oh, there's Bean. There's Kevin Bean.
Kevin Bean. He's got his little fedora.
Yeah, he's got that weird little fedora hat on.
Oh, he did the jumping in space and just standing still jump. Oh, he gave you a little wink in the point. I like it. He showed off his watch. I knew it. That's a great watch.
Of course. Nice watch. Here comes Jim Crick.
Jimmy Crick.
Smiling like a butcher's dog.
Oh, and of course he's wearing a Penn State hoodie, zip up, but it's also got the T-shirt of Gritty underneath.
Yes, and here he is with his beautiful wife Sally, and yep, she's showing a lot of cleavage tonight.
Oh man, God, Sally. I mean, what are you gonna do? Woof. Ask her how Ace is doing.
Yeah, here comes. Oh, it looks like Teresa said a costume change. Ah, he's changed into Spider-Man.
Oh wow,
Johnstown's own
Spider-Man. Oh my gosh.
All right.
Who knows? Maybe he'll be the Green Lantern later on.
Yep, there's Josh Hayward. Looks like he's got a fresh bowl cut. Looking good,
look,
Josh.
he's twerking down the aisle. Oh, I like it. Oh, he ran into Craig. Craig is visibly disgusted. Doesn't know what to do.
Up, and here comes Ed Lager. Looks like he's got carrying a six-pack of his Bud Light Lime.
Oh, he's leaving a trail of them behind. He's just crushing them like I crushed White Claws.
Yep. Nice. Who else is here, Detling?
I don't know. Who else? We are. We're here. You look great, Brian.
Thank you.
You took the tip, too. We're both wearing Vera Wang tuxedo.
Still wearing the tuxedo. I never turned it in.
Yep, that's true. What about...
There comes Juddy.
There he is.
Dope. That beautiful cardigan.
Beautiful cardigan, the slightly balding front pair of his hair. Here he's smoking his cigarettes, drinking his beer, saying something witty.
He's got his beautiful sunglasses on.
Yep.
Looking good.
Always, as always. Drinking cold brew coffee.
That's right. Is that everyone here?
Oh, hell if I know. I've been drinking since noon. This is an awards show, Brian.
All right, well, let's move on and let's get to the Demises.
Alrighty. Well, they're all going in the doors.
I guess they're all getting their seats.
This is being held in L.A., by the way. Sponsored by Milk Chocolate.
Oh, my God.
Smooth as a baby's bottom going down your throat. Milk Chocolate.
All right, Detling. So let's see here. We've got the first envelope here. Oh, we're presenting all the awards.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful.
Double duty today.
All right, here comes the first envelope.
Oh, there it is. Oh, who is it, Brian? What's the category?
The category, sorry, is the Philip Rivers jersey.
Hey-o. What did we give that for again?
Awarded to the last place finishing team.
Okay, and then the winner is, let's see here.
Teresa.
Ryan Tree Size. I knew it the whole time.
We all did. Everyone knew it. He knew it. He just ripped off his Spider-Man costume, and he's got the Philip Rivers jersey on, wearing it proudly.
Oh, my gosh.
It was tucked away in Jason's closet for 3 years.
And that's where also Tree Size was hanging out in the Spider-Man uniform, waiting for Jay to scare him.
In the closet?
Yeah. Lucky he's a miracle he's alive.
In there with R. Kelly?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Don't you put me in the same category as Ryan Tree Size?
All right, let's see here. Oh, we're getting our next. Oh, we're not ready yet.
Oh, we're not ready. Oh, sorry, I got a little crazy. I only went to 8th grade band.
Our next category is the Pyrex hat given to Mr. Cellophane.
See right through him.
Yep, the worst trade of the year.
Here it goes to.
Wonderful drumming.
Ed Lager, a.k.a. that's actually Ed Lager is his fake name. His real name is Kyle.
Kyle, there it is.
Lager.
Kyle Luger. All right, Detling, why is he earning the worst trade of the year? What trade did he make with gags that made him even stronger than he should have been? I know that he traded away.
Well, the worst trade by Ed Lager was with gags, where he traded away Devontae Adams, the #1 receiver for Green Bay, also one of the most top 3 receivers in the fantasy football world.
Yes. And
Juju Smith-Schuster for David Johnson from Arizona, who was a nobody, Sterling Shepard, who was a concussion machine, and the Buffalo defense, who faded away down the stretch run, but all while giving gags a monster receiver to add to his already impressive collection.
Yeah.
And we all know that at the time and last couple of years, that's all that Aaron Rodgers throws to.
Yep. And he did. In the playoffs, he threw to him a ton.
Yeah. So you got nothing, Ed Logger, and you liked it.
Yeah, and you will wear that Pyrex hat.
You will.
Mr.
Proudly,
Cellophane.
with that Bud Light Lime can. We see you, Kyle.
All right, our next category up this year is the Redskins pen given to the manager with the dirtiest, foulest, most obscene language. And this year it goes to... Come on, Detling. Come on, Detling.
There
You
you go.
Brandon Bigler.
Bigler. He wins this award because of the foul mouth, and he also gave me he couldn't be here to accept the award today.
No one has.
Once he walked down the red carpet, he just promptly went in the front door and out the back door, and went on his merry own way because he said he had something to do. But he left a message to deliver to his fans and the league, and it said, "Fuck you, you motherfuckers. I fucking rule. Bigler out."
We know there would have been much more colorful language in there, and if Bigler's listening to this, he probably would have added several more cuss words to that. Beautifully strung together. So accept this award, as a compliment, really. I mean, you lost your shit quite a few times, but when you did it poetically. So well done, you earned it. Great job.
And in the words of Brian, well done.
Well done. All right. Our next category is the Tony Romo jersey given to the manager who dominates the regular season and then somehow deep throats and fumbles the postseason away. All right, drum roll, please.
Sorry. Brian had to see that too.
Goes to me.
Brian Voltzko. Congratulations on choking on a big one.
Again.
2
years ago, same exact result. First place finish regular season, fourth place finish outside looking in, bubble boy. It's awful. I hate it. I hate myself. So are you happy? I'm going to wear that Romo jersey with pride again. I think I still have it.
Oh, really?
I don't even know. I don't know if we actually gave it away last year or not. But anyways.
These don't grow on trees, Brian. I can't go to TJ Maxx forever.
All right, we have two categories remaining. We have the Browns pin next, which goes to the worst manager of the year, who, just like the Cleveland Browns, find a way to lose and screw their team.
Really stunk up the joint.
Yeah, let's see who earned it this year, Detling. Ready? Drum roll, please.
Okay, here we go. I'm ready.
It was a unanimous vote. Craig Kubisic! Congratulations, sir.
Wonderful job.
Did not see that one coming. Well, let's see how he earned it, folks. Well, he finished next to the basement. He finished 5-8, just behind Ryan Treesice at 4-7 or 4-9. I'm sorry,
yeah.
And
he left $65 on the waiver budget without doing anything.
Wow. Plus, he had a stacked team. Treesice threw a lot of darts that missed, but he had Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Julian Edelman,
Aaron Jones, Melvin Gordon, Marlon Mack.
Wow, and on the bench he had Tariq Cohen, which is all right. Even Jalen Samuels down the stretch got him some points. I mean, this team somehow found a way to lose, and mismanagement, I guess. I mean, he's going to cry injury. He's going to cry suspension.
Right.
And all that, but...
Going to say about Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
And what you do, Craig, is if you're a real champion, you find a way around that. You at least make the playoffs. You make terrible trades.
I mean, we couldn't give this to somebody who made the playoffs.
No.
And Treesice, I don't think he mismanaged his team. He just had a bad draft.
Treesice gave it his all. He used all of his waiver wire.
Yeah.
He did trades at the last second until he could do trades no more. You guys traded him so he could beat me.
Exactly. He won a few games that nobody, including me, thought he would ever win.
Right.
So, some ways he might be manager of the year, but there's no way in hell we'd give that to him.
No way.
But we're talking about Craig. So, Craig, congratulations. You will be sporting the Browns pin for the next year.
That's right.
Wear it with pride.
And your avatar says it all when it has Homer Simpson going, dope.
Yep. Keep that up all year as well.
Yes.
Maybe we'll just get Photoshop a Browns pin on Homer on his shirt.
I like it.
All right, in our last category for the Demises this year, the one that everyone shows up for, and that is for the Manager of the Year, which I don't think we have a symbol for. We don't have actually something that you get to wear or to carry, so that's something we're going to have to get.
That's true.
So, who will get the Manager of the Year? Wow, look at everybody. Everybody's they're like chewing on their fingernails.
Yeah, Justin's smoking like 7 packs of cigarettes right now.
Jimmy Huber is even giddy. He's sitting middle.
Yeah, middle. Oh my gosh. Look at Bean. Bean's so nervous he's baking a cake.
Let's see who's going to get it. Drum
here we
roll,
go.
please.
Brandon Bigler! Whoa, what? The most foul-mouthed man. He's also the Manager of the Year.
Man, this is like Billie Eilish at the Grammys.
Oh, man.
I don't know what that is,
I don't know
but
what that is either.
get it off here, man. You're the worst producer.
That's Hugh Sung. If you didn't know, have no idea.
Oh, Brandon's coming up to the stage. He is so excited. Somehow he wasn't here for the last award, but now he is.
Nowhere.
He's got his yoga pants on.
He's got the yoga pants on. He's got his skinny scarf, smoking his cigarettes, talking his talk, walking his walk, saying, "Ooh, motherfucker, ooh, so sweet, disco, so beautiful."
And obviously,
It truly is a beautiful thing to see Bigler dance. Almost as good as you, Brian.
Oh, thank you, sir.
No problem.
Well, I have to say, Bigler clearly deserves this award. He started out the year, I believe, 1-5. He came from the ashes just to rise like the phoenix, and he ended up in the playoffs. And, he didn't do a whole lot in the playoffs, but he assembled a team that was worthy of being there, and he got some unfortunate injury luck there.
Sure did.
Right at the very beginning of the playoffs. Who got hurt? Josh Jacobs was hurt. Who else was
Chris
hurt there?
Godwin got hurt. Let's see here. We had, I don't know who else. David Montgomery. He had a monster team. I fully expected him to march right through the playoffs and make it to the championship with the team that he had assembled, because he had it all set up where the matchups where he was going to be a favorite in every one of them.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, when Josh Jacobs went down and Chris Godwin, it was like,
That's hard to come back from.
you're two studs, man.
The only thing I'll say on a negative
Fran
note,
defense.
On a negative note, I'll say this: his depth wasn't really there. His bench depth wasn't there. Yeah. But I'll also say this: his draft, and he'll probably agree with this to an extent. I think his draft kind of sucked. I mean, he took AB. He took a few players that he shouldn't have when he did, but he made amazing moves throughout the year to bring his team to where it is at the end of the season. Sure. He patched some great He had some great pickups, some great trades. The fact that he got rid of AB so early. Did he get rid of David Johnson as well?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so there were a lot of players that he just knew when to the trade value was his highest, and kudos to you, sir. You earned Manager of the Year, even though you didn't go too deep in the playoffs. You can hang your hat, hold your head up high. You got Manager of the Year.
That's true, and I do like to point out that he basically took Ryan Treese as his two best players.
Yeah,
Josh Jacobs and David Montgomery.
Yep,
and also he had Le'Veon Bell. Haunt him on his team again.
That's true. Please stay away from him.
But he will say that he has Waller the baller.
Yeah.
Sander Meander.
Meander. Did you just make that up?
I did.
That was beautiful.
Cooper Cup. Sup, my brother.
Oh my god.
That's all I got.
Please stop. Quit while you're ahead.
I was never
Sanders Meander was pretty good. That was pretty good.
And the San Fran defense was quite a draft pick. Pretty late because nobody thought they were going to be
That's true. Overall, though, congratulations to all of the people who won something. And if you didn't, better luck next year.
Yeah, I went winless, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, sometimes that's a good thing.
I won a ring. I won the Strongest handcuffed of all, Brian.
Yeah.
A wedding ring.
That's right.
But
really, you don't even you didn't have your drum roll ready for that one. Your little your hi hat there.
Another what?
Oh, he did have it ready. Look at those skills. There we go.
I really thought there was something else there. Sorry.
I was like, what are you doing?
I thought I had one more in me.
All right, looks like everybody is filing out of the auditorium.
Going to the after parties.
Room 325.
Room 325.
All the moonshine you can drink.
All the moonshine you can drink. All the hoagies you can eat.
Here's all the hose. I wouldn't be surprised if Ed had all the hose.
Ed's already there. Ed was in the crowd. Staying up all night.
Can't wait for next year.
Oh, yeah.
All right, our final segment of the podcast this week is going to be keeper predictions. It's always fun to do.
It is.
And do we usually do this like closer to
The draft?
Yeah.
Kind of. Well, we used to have a whole draft thing.
I remember
before
that.
They robbed us of that.
Yeah, before Bigler stole that.
Yeah, and complained his way all the way to freaking having the draft early by like 4 months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember those videos, and those are amazing. All right, I'm not
Those
bitter.
Are annoying, or not annoying, man. Those are annoying to make, but amazing to do and see at the same time. For you guys, we did it all for you.
Yeah, no appreciation.
Skits, everything, costumes.
Yeah. Oh man, you don't know what you're missing.
You don't know. You don't want it. That's fine. You don't deserve it.
You never deserved it.
Yes, exactly.
All right, I got in a sewer.
Brian got in a sewer
For you.
Ass could have fit in there. I heard the rock hit the water. Nope. I'm good. All right.
First team up.
We're here for keepers.
First team up, we got Dub C Hooligans. Who is he going to keep next year? Let's find out.
All right.
All right, we believe that Kevin Bean will keep
DJ Shark Jr., who is taking in the 17th round.
So
major value.
16th round keeper. And we also believe Mr. Mark Ingram II, drafted in the 5th round by Ed Logger.
Ed Logger, yes. Who wouldn't take the 4th round? Typical. Yeah. You would like to think that's where he'd fall anyway, but maybe not, considering he's for Baltimore. It could be 3rd or 2nd round, but he's pretty good running
reliable.
Back. Pretty good.
Next up, we've got Ed Logger, a.k.a. Kyle
Logger.
We believe that he will be keeping first
Lamar Jackson, the unanimous MVP.
Yep.
Drafted 16th round. Yep.
So 15th round keeper. And his second keeper will be
Philip Lindsay in the 9th round.
Yep. So it'll be an 8th round keeper for next year?
No, it'll be 9th round.
All right. So we believe those two. Possibly Kareem Hunt, but we're going to Philip Lindsay.
Yep.
Next up, we have Possum Magic, a.k.a. Ryan Treesace. We believe his first pick keeper will be
Hunter Henry in the 17th round.
Yep, it'll be his 3rd year of having him, correct?
Because
he drafted him, I believe, and then he kept him.
Yes.
So it'll be his 3rd year of Hunter Henry. And we also believe he'll be keeping
Scary Terry
in the
16th round. And Jim Crick can kick himself because he took him and I think he dropped him.
Yeah. So, the fact that he's only going to be using his 17th and 16th round picks, beautiful. If that's what he does, beautiful. All right, next up we have Mr. Craig Kabisic, Springfield Isotopes. We both agree that he will be keeping for his first keeper
Patrick Mahomes.
8th round, that's a no-brainer. Since he cannot keep Tyreek Hill this year, he's got to go a different route. Deli, you think he's going to keep who?
I believe he's going to keep Aaron Jones in the 2nd round.
Which wouldn't be bad value. At first, I didn't think he would do this, but I feel like he might take a chance on Deontay Johnson being like a breakout receiver with Big Ben this year. And I could see that happening. Filling that like Emmanuel Sanders role or even the AB role. Yeah. I could see him blowing up. So he might take a chance on that. We'll see.
Okay.
All right, next up we have Jay. His final team name, close, doesn't count. We believe at first he will keep
James Conner in the 11th round.
Yep, and also the Chicago D in the 13th round.
So he will keep exactly the same people he did last year.
Oh yeah, you're good point. Good point. Yeah, which I mean, they still hold great value. James Conner, if he breaks out again, if he doesn't get hurt, totally worth it.
Yes, I would agree.
Next up, we have Mr. Matthew Detling, Yinzer Jags, trying to make his way back into the playoffs, and I think that he will do it. We know he will do it with one tight end named George Kittle in the what round?
10th round, so it'll be the 9th round.
Ninth round.
It'll be my second year keeping him.
All right, and you also may keep Austin Hooper.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly.
Only have to pay $20 to be in the league.
That's right. You may also keep Ryan Mostert.
That's right. Be a 10th round keeper.
You may also keep Jameis Winston. Be like, I don't know, 15th round, something like that. I know I picked him up pretty late.
12th round.
Okay, 12th round. So it'd be 11th. So that's not the greatest value. But so you've got some options. We know for sure George Kittle.
Yep.
If the draft was tomorrow, who do you think it would be?
Mustard.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too for 10th round.
Yeah.
It's a good value. It's solid. Four touchdowns in the playoffs. He was looking pretty sharp.
Yes, he was.
He looked really good.
Love that Niners defense or offense.
Yeah, and we're not going to get into the whole Super Bowl tonight. We can save that for another time. But if they had stuck to the run, San Fran would be the Super Bowl champs. I don't know why they got away from it in the second half.
And you wouldn't owe me a beer.
I know. Next up, we've got our manager of the year, Brandon Bigler. And we believe that he's going to keep, without a doubt,
Waller the baller. Oh. Chris Godwin.
Oh, we crossed the streams. That's Chris Godwin in the 10th round.
Yes.
Will this be his final year with him?
I think so.
I feel like it will be. Can't go wrong with Chris Godwin ever.
No.
It's money in the bank. And then we also think Waller the baller, also in the 10th round.
That's right, which would kick one of those guys up to the 9th round.
Yeah, and which will probably, strategically, he'd keep probably Waller the baller in the 10th round, just if he wanted to keep him again. Yeah.
That is a good point to make.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, next up we've got Darkwing Jut, and we believe that he will be keeping, first of all, Devin Singletary
in the 12th round. The little shifty back from Buffalo. Brian and I both enjoyed watching beat the Steelers as we both screamed, "Stop it! Stop doing it! It hurts us!"
I think he's rushed over 100 yards.
Dude, he was like a little tiny Barry Sanders.
What do you think is going to be second keeper?
I think his second keeper is going to be Kenyon Drake, the human joystick, in the 7th round.
I think he's going to stick with DJ Moore. Bless you, Bubba. Buxton is sneezing like ironic.
Justin. Very. Was that 7?
Don't you think?
I really do think.
Are you still going to the tour?
There's one over in Ohio I'm trying to get tickets to. It's on my list.
I think it's the weekend of the draft.
Well, guys, got to make sacrifices. So jagged little pill that you got to swallow sometimes to do it yourself.
I believe he's going to keep DJ Moore. He proved that he's a baller, and he got him into the playoffs when he needed him the most. So I'm going DJ Moore in the 8th.
Okay. My strategy, too.
Next up, we have me. And I'm going to keep Christian McCaffrey.
No, you're not. You are not, Brian.
Please, one more year.
League rejoices.
Let me. Please let me.
You do not get to ride the white lightning.
Oh, man. It was so nice.
Everybody here is like, give me the first pick of the draft so I can have the white lightning.
It was so nice having him guaranteed for like 25 to 40 points.
Thank you so much for having him.
He literally was money in the bank. All right. I'm definitely keeping the Steelers defense. It'll be a 16th round keeper. And then either DK Metcalf in the 9th or Dalvin Cook in the first round. So if I get a late first round pick, I'll keep Dalvin Cook. If I get an early first round pick, I'll maybe draft Dalvin Cook and keep DK Metcalf.
Yep.
So we shall see.
Also, I'd like to say that I was supposed to tell my opinions about your.
Oh yeah,
keeper.
sorry.
No, it's too late now. You already went through everything.
We totally made that agreement too.
Yeah, you might draft AJ Green in the 4th round, Brian. That's what I might say differently, I guess. Jeez.
I totally stole all that.
He sure did.
Next up, we have the Mighty Midgets, Mr. Jim Crick. We believe that he's going to keep.
Chris Carson in the 15th round.
And also,
Austin Eckler in the 5th round.
see how I let you do all that?
Well, trying to make up it.
I was.
Stealing all my thunder there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, that's who we believe that Crick will take.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up we have the Shawshank Athletics, the runner-up in Tonto Bowl 17. We have as his 2 keepers. First up,
Mark Andrews, 12th round.
12th round, great tight end, and also he's going to keep
Nick Chubb in the 8th round. Great running back. Kareem Hunt probably won't be there.
Is that true?
I mean, they'd have to sign him again.
Yeah.
Plus, he got caught with some weed in his car. Not a good look for Cleveland.
Nah. And it'll be back to the Nick Chubb show.
That's right.
Okay, and last but not least, our new defending champion, Gags, we believe is going to keep
Debo. Hide your chains. In the 11th round.
Yeah.
And A.J. Brown in the 10th round.
Which we found out he was undrafted.
None of us drafted this guy.
Yeah.
What were we thinking? We drafted Corey Davis before this guy. We drafted Trey Quinn before this guy. We drafted Andy Isabella. We are fools.
We are. And he's going to have the potential to keep him in the 10th round.
For 3 years.
Yeah, which, I mean, I probably would.
I would too, dude. He's a monster. He did great.
He did. It'd be silly not to keep him. I mean, it is the Derrick Henry show there, but he's...
We don't know if Derrick Henry will be there.
That's true. That's a good point.
It might change. And probably when Tannehill came, A.J. Brown shined. So, yeah, it's tough decisions here. Once again, these are predictions, but
Yes.
I feel pretty strongly about those two.
Yeah, me too. I feel pretty strongly about 80% of these.
I'll go 60%.
60%? Okay. I'm sure there'll be a couple weird ones. Dubsy will probably throw something weird in there.
Probably.
But, we'll see. We've got, 5 months to figure it out.
5 long, lonely, fantasy football-free months.
July. Yeah, exactly.
Unless you're in an XFL fantasy league, which if you are, God help your soul.
Which I still think we should have done.
No.
Too late.
No.
But I love the Gags thought we were in one.
Why didn't you get the invite?
It's because he was stoned.
Probably. Or he's trying to do a fishing line thing.
Yeah.
Hanging with Ed or Kyle. Or Bigler.
In the van.
In the van.
Down by the river.
windows.
Yeah.
Disturbing.
Very. All right, Delling, I got to go to bed.
And I got to go home. First,
right.
I got to pay your wife some money.
We'll get into other stuff later.
Other stuff?
We'll talk about why later.
Oh, we found the notes.
man.
Go figure.
Go figure.
Where I told you it was.
All right, Delling, are you ready?
Oh, I'm always ready, Brian.